Hey guys, I'm Logan. We're Season 4, Episode 11 of The Mentalist. Stay tuned after this episode, after this reaction. I will dive into the profile and some suspects that I have for Red John. Here we go.
Alton Creek, he's a big-time divorce attorney. It's hard to say which one of his many enemies would want him dead. His speedboat's down there.
Cause of death?
Speedboat?
Well, he's not dead yet. Somebody just had me make him that way.
Oh.
Threatened. Since when do we roll for death threats?
And the threatened man is a rich establishment lawyer with juice.
This one's on you, Chuck. Apparently, one of your confidential informants knows Creek. She told him we could help.
Summer.
Uh-huh.
Summer, that's a nice name.
She's a working girl. Been a CI for a few weeks. Especially knows a high-end guy like Creek.
That's it? Moron, someone's trying to kill me. And the CBI needs to do something about these threats. Or I will call my good friend the Attorney General.
Oh my god.
His leg? Is that a shark?
So much for professional courtesy.
Did they find him all?
Most. And the arson squad found traces of C4 in the debris.
Oh my god.
At least he was dead when, shark ate him. So, who wanted this guy dead? He's a divorce attorney. Who didn't? Didn't he family?
We're trying to find his law partner, Lawrence Dersh. He's not at any of his 3 houses.
Maybe Summer will know. I asked her to come in.
Kimball Chow. It's been a while.
Your leg.
You know, sharks can have up to 3,000 teeth. 5 rows of them.
You know his law partner, Lawrence Dersh.
No, not really. But you know what? I was bitching about Dersh last week because they got in a fight over money or something.
Could Dersh be the one who threatened Creek?
Maybe. I mean, it was pretty hardcore.
You heard the threat?
No. I saw it. We were coming back from this party and it was sitting on his front doorstep. A pig with a big old knife in his head. I told him to go to the cops, but he said no. But then a couple days later, he asked me if I knew any cops were cool. I couldn't think of any, so I told him to talk to you guys.
But Red John was an accomplished killer, no doubt, and I applaud you for ridding us of him.
What does it matter who killed Panzer? He was the San Joaquin killer.
So you said, but I studied Panzer very carefully. There's not a lot of evidence to support that.
Not your kind of evidence. He was the San Joaquin killer.
I agree.
It is possible. But his murderer still has to be apprehended.
Why?
Oh, okay, that would be Red John.
Because killing someone without government permission is wrong?
Was there something that you wanted to ask, Agent?
Are you sure the man you killed was Red John?
Yes, I'm sure.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. I'm staying at the Oakview Inn. If you can think of anything else, please give me a call. Agent Lisbon.
Awkward.
Nice lady.
Nice. That's all you're gonna say? She's nice?
Great legs.
Don't you think it's time to tell the truth about Red John?
Back to the office.
Now you've got the FBI asking awkward questions. You've kept this from the team. It's not good.
Well, it's lucky that they don't know. Because if they knew, they'd have to lie to the FBI, wouldn't they? And this way, they can tell what they think is the truth.
Do you know how messed up that sounds?
Yeah.
What is wrong with this simple truth? Telling people he's alive.
I told a jury that I shot him dead. Where's that leave me?
I mean, they can't. They said you were innocent, right? They can't go at you again.
Stranded on a desert island with Attila the Hun, Joseph Stalin, and a lawyer. You got a gun, but it's only got 2 bullets. What do you do?
You telling a lawyer joke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would be happy to set up an interview for tomorrow.
Sure, no problem. Just one thing. You have reason to want your partner dead.
I have no idea.
Like I said, tomorrow.
Damn lawyers.
Thanks for your time.
They're right, but damn lawyers.
It's like, Grace, what are you still doing?
Just had stuff to do.
I dare you.
Hey, take a look at this, will you? Somebody uploaded a file onto the major crime server. The file was transferred from outside CBI, and that's not possible. At least it shouldn't be.
Unless you're highly...
I dare you thing? Well, let's take the dare.
What if it's a hack?
Somebody just uploaded a text file to the same folder as the video.
Open it.
Is that Red John?
You in. Quick, let's go. Let's get out of here. Come on.
I'm so proud that I decided to do the Red John thing in this episode. I only did it because I was like, it's kind of halfway through the season. It's not fully, like, we're almost there. I also thought halfway through the season was episode 11 because I thought there were 22 episodes, but...
Don't do yet!
Son of a bitch!
Shoot. Patrick.
Susan. Sorry about your door.
Do you... she probably doesn't even remember who it was that was following her.
This is a dangerous situation. We're not talking about just some peeping Tom. This is a assault.
Okay,
It's
Patrick.
a totally different pathology.
Okay, thank you. Good night. I can take care of myself. I appreciate your help tonight. Thanks.
You gotta tell people.
That video? It was Red John.
Yeah.
Yes.
Red John is stalking Darcy.
Yeah.
And you didn't tell her. Are you crazy?
Well, if I told her, she would have just gone harder at the case. She's not really the type to stalk.
Is this about helping Darcy or keeping Red John for yourself?
What? This is not about me. Of course I'm worried about her.
She's cute. This is gonna be fun. You manipulated a serial killer. There's gonna be
I
consequences.
didn't have a choice. I had to stop Panzer.
He's forming a connection with you. A deeper connection.
Darcy, off the Panzer case.
Do you know who sent this to your partner? Did you do it?
That is disgusting. And I certainly didn't do it. Are we done here?
Cost $1,000 to find out.
$1,000.
And dinner at a nice restaurant.
500 and a pizza.
600 on mushrooms. I hate mushrooms. What can you get for $127.68?
You can go crazy at Olive Garden.
Not me, Creek. Van Pelt looked into his business records and there's something weird.
Up until 6 months ago, every week he put in for reimbursement by his firm for $127.68 for expenses.
So he was hiding whatever it is from his partner.
Yeah, but what can you buy for $127.68?
Like by itself,
Creek was hiding something
or
else. Our CI found out he had a big gambling habit. Creek won 50 grand at Texas Hold'em, which turned out to be an even bigger problem.
What?
He won it from Brock Marks, Bay Area crime lord. Marks accused Creek of cheating, threatened to kill him.
Felony narcotics, assault with deadly and attempted murder. A mopped-up guy like this could leave a pig's head outside somebody's door. Go pick him up.
He's in the wind. Parole officer hasn't heard from him in weeks.
Crap.
And we think we can find him at this gambling club. But SFPD is planning on busting the place next week. Asked us to go in quiet.
How quiet?
Too bad.
It's okay, baby. I'll pay for the both of us. I bet I do better than you would have done anyways. You'll get a treat, won't you, friend?
why didn't he let Joe in? It's probably because of his face. It's just like, but I want to play.
What is it? What happened?
Darcy's okay. It's not her. Not directly, anyway. Panzer. The gift that keeps on giving.
What do you mean?
Do you remember Tom Mayer? He was the father of Panzer's first victim.
Sure. Nice man.
He killed himself today.
Oh. Like,
Back from 1987, up against the field in them highways, big 6 and 8, we got a shooter, we're rolling, folks. We got smoke in here, we're out of time. Hey.
wait here.
What is happening?
Nice work.
Thank you.
Why don't you whisper to him?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Mr. James.
Mrs. Mayer, please, thanks for coming to our office. Have a seat. Lisbeth, this is Terry Mayer, Tom Mayer's wife.
Mrs. Mayer, we are so sorry for your loss.
The gardener found him in the backyard. Tom made sure it wasn't me who found him.
Jane,
Yes.
is there something you want to tell me?
Deniability, Lisbeth. Deniability, your best friend.
Deniability.
Sent to Creek before he was killed. A warning of what's to come, huh? Make him afraid, paranoid? This is just your style. Cheap, gruesome, sadistic.
You got a question for me? Or you just want to chat?
That's crazy.
FBI's all over us about this Panzer case.
Oh, Phoebe. They were jackbooting about over here, too.
Anyway, what do you say, Bobby? Could you show us your file on the Panzer case?
Yeah, sure. Just have CBI file a request, 429.
Of course, yeah. We were hoping that maybe we could expedite the process, talk to you right at the government time.
He's okay, Bobby.
Did you get what you...
Find any? Never mind. Deniability.
That's what we found out.
I want to know, though.
California Bar was investigating your law partner.
How do lawyers deal with liability?
Oh, don't worry. It's not a lawyer joke.
They get insurance. You insured Alton Creek's life for $10 million. 4 weeks ago. Larry. Agent, seriously, I don't think Larry is capable of this.
Don't be naive. Men lie. And kill.
Mayor? Yes, Thomas. Right here.
Why do I feel like you're gonna find something that's... Oh my god. Oh my god. So that's what you're gonna do? That's kind of...
Hey,
Oh.
we've had Brock Marks in the box for hours. The guy won't talk.
Kind of busy right now. Why don't you guys get your suspects together and I'll meet you back here in a couple of hours. I promise.
Where are you going?
Gotta find a hobo and do some errands. I gotta run by this flower shop too.
Find a hobo.
Flower shop.
Jane's trying so hard. Shit.
Hello?
Thanks for listening. Hey,
Hey.
I didn't call you in.
Oh, Mr. Jane asked me to come in.
Who was that guy?
Alright, okay folks, let's get straight to it. Patrick, Jane, nice to meet you. Do you prefer eggs for breakfast over cereal? Cereal. I'm a criminal like yourself. It's very interesting. What's your favorite legal objection? The flower shop nearest your office sells a dozen red roses for a very reasonable price of $127.68.
It was flowers? Seriously?
Yes. A romantic victim bought them once a week.
Damn.
A secret relationship he couldn't disclose, an illicit one.
That's ridiculous. I'm an officer of the court.
I see homicidal rage. Betrayal. You were lovers, yes, that's right, and he dumped you. Hence the pig's head. Pig for pig.
Miss Montoya, we're gonna have to ask you. You killed Al? You bitch!
What are you gonna... You're in a CBI building. What are you running from?
I waited for him for years. I put my career on hold to be with him. I wanted a family, and now it is too late. He took away my life. And turns out, all he wanted was a hooker.
I'm not a hooker, bitch.
Susan, did you want to talk now?
I don't have any time. Field officer's got a tip on the Panzer murder.
Thomas Mayer? No.
Yeah. The San Joaquin
I know
killer.
who he is. He's the father of the first victim. I know. I don't buy that.
Mayor killed himself yesterday. We're going to the house now to search it.
That's so messed up.
Good luck.
That poor man.
My dearest Terry,
I just added another suspect
if
to
you are
my
reading
list.
this,
My red
you know
job
what I
list.
have
I'm not
done.
joking.
I have avenged myself against Jim Panzer.
Killing the man who murdered our daughter is the best thing I will ever do. I'm at peace. I'm just sorry that I'm leaving you alone, and I hope you forgive me. But let me sow love. And where there is darkness, light. Amen.
One thing I can't figure out, though, is
What?
why he was stalking me and why the video.
That doesn't make sense at all.
Hunting monsters changes you. Went and killed himself the very next day.
I hope he found peace in the end. Goodbye, Agent Darcy.
Did it change you, Patrick? Hunting a monster?
Of course. Be well, Susan.
It has changed you, you know. How's Red John gonna feel when he finds out you spoiled his fun with Agent Darcy?
probably not happy. All right. Here we go. I have gotten a list of now 8 names / characters, because some of them I don't know their names. So, there's that. Red John, based off of my experience of TV shows, based off of my experience watching Criminal Minds, and doing research outside of that on behavior analysis and profiling and stuff like that, which has been so fascinating to me. I am concluding, that doesn't mean this is always correct, or there, some things might be wrong, some things might be misplaced, whatever. Red John is between the age of 45 and 65, in my opinion. Give or take a few years on the other sides. But I do think he is within that 20-year range of 45 to 65. More so in the middle, in my opinion. He is smart. Incredibly smart. Tech smart, socially smart. He's manipulative. So he's a smart man who may come off as not smart, or may come off as calm or unappearing to be able to do what he has been doing. He will, if he has not already, implement himself into the investigation. That means, and I am very certain that we have seen Red John. We've seen him. I could be wrong. If we haven't seen him, we will see him in a form where he is implementing himself into the investigation. I, however, feel we have already seen him. Whether it's multiple times, once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, I don't know. I do feel like he has already implemented himself into the investigation. Now, my belief on that is not going to change the suspect list from anyone being added to it. Because there are characters, like I have said before, that I could have missed or will appear after. And they might fit the list that I have. I do not think Red John will come off as suspicious. So I don't believe he's someone that has been arrested, convicted. And I don't think he's someone who... I think he's careful in that aspect. We might have seen a moment where he was like, this guy's kind of strange, or this guy might be off, or maybe this guy's the bad guy, but I don't think it ever developed into anything to where he legitimately might have been arrested. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense or not, but so I think he has been in the investigation, but I don't think the investigation, if it was against him in any way, developed into anything that legitimately would have put him in handcuffs. As a legitimate, oh my god, suspect. He's got an ego problem. He's a white male. And this is the big thing. He's got an ego problem. So that means this is what I think goes with he's hands down in law enforcement. He's in law enforcement. I am convinced. I have this thing underlined. I have underlined law enforcement. I am absolutely convinced Red John is in law enforcement. And that ties in to kind of the ego problem, because I don't believe that he is just basic law enforcement. I think he is higher up. He's a sheriff. He's a detective. He is the head of a department. He is an agent of some kind that's higher up. I don't believe he is a basic lower level law enforcement. He is up there. So it's one of those. Outside of his relationships in work or his interactions with those who play into his cover, he's a loner. I don't think he has a family. I don't think he has a significant other. He did have that woman who's blind. Got close with her, but I don't think he has someone now. Like, I don't think he has a family. I don't think he has kids. He could, but I don't think he does. I just don't think that would work well with what he does. However, I think that goes into the manipulative and the ingraining himself into whatever character he's playing at the time, that you might not be able to judge that right off the bat. Like, he might come off as someone who, oh yeah, I got a family, but you'll never see the family or something. I don't know. That's some of the bigger points that I have right now. Now let's get into actual people. My actual suspect list. I have 8 suspects. I just added a suspect in this episode. So I had 7 going into it. I have 8 now. I will say this. Out of the 8, four of them I do not think are Red John. So, but they have to be on the list because they could. And I could be wrong. So, we're going to start off Virgil. I do not think Virgil's Red John. Why do I not think he's Red John? Is because I think he is too deep into the love of law enforcement to be Red John. I don't think he is, but he is definitely a suspect, and he definitely fits some of the check marks. Berthorn. That man's suspicious as hell. Now, he could easily be Red John, but he's also coming off more, and this is not one of the 4 who I fully don't think is Red John, but I'm leaning kind of no-ish. I don't know really where I'm leaning with Bertram. He's suspicious, but I don't know where that suspicion really is. I don't know if he is someone who is Red John or working for Red John, or that's just who he is at the level of being the director and whatnot. Like, his job kind of is about, he's in a position of power. He's the director of the CBI or whatever his title is called, and that's just how he is. Brett Stiles. The problem here, he's not law enforcement. And I do think he is a little too old. I don't know what the age of him officially is in this show, but I think he is on just the outside of my range. So I don't think it's him for those two reasons. It's not law enforcement, he's not law enforcement, and his age is a... No. I don't really... And that also comes here with Mashburn. Mashburn is also a suspect to me. However, he's not law enforcement, and I think his age is in there. I would say he's, what, 47? 45? 40s? Maybe early 50s? Maybe. He's in the age range, but he's not law enforcement, and I also think he's cocky. And he's got some other character problems that don't fit the actual profile of Red John. LaRoche is another suspect. I don't think it's him. I think he's... Him and Styles and Mashburn, I would be the most shocked. Honestly. LaRoche is too clean. And he's too weird. Does that make sense? He's too weird to be Red John. In the aspect where I don't think he's smart enough to be Red John. He's too by the book. He's too clean to be Red John. But he has to be a suspect because it's possible. Alright, moving to the final three, and I left these three for last because I don't know their names. I literally only have the episodes. Like, I have 2 characters in one episode, and then I have the guy who I just added. There's a CBI agent who I have seen many, many times throughout this entire show. Kind of in the background. I think he's had very few speaking roles. I don't know really anything about him. But this is the thing. I have seen him a lot, and right here in this episode, like, he was kind of, like, looking and interested, and I don't know, I got a little suspicious there. I don't know really anything about him, but this is the time right now. Don't know his name, but he's a CBI agent. He has kind of like a goatee beard looking thing, and his hair is kind of up-ish. Don't know his name. He's been on the show many times as a CBI agent. And I do think he is right in that range. So, there's that. The final two, we have the sheriff from 102 and the sheriff from 105. If I remember correctly, both of those are actors, at least from my experience, who have played villains in other shows. They also fit profiles, age range, the level of like what, like the job, like the high upness in their job. They're both sheriffs. They've both put themselves into the investigations. It's possible they were also very early on characters. So possible. Maybe, maybe not. I am kind of waiting. I'm like, are we... some of these characters who maybe we haven't seen in a while or whatnot, a lot of these named guys have popped up. So with the whole... And I think there's another sheriff. I just don't know what episode he's from. I missed him, and I did like a quick little skim, like in my notes and in the videos that I've already made. I'm like, I swear there's a third or fourth sheriff, and I can't freaking find them. So those are the only two I found, but I found them pretty early because they're early in the show. That's where I'm at right now, though. I got those 8 names, and realistically, there's a lot of named characters. I'm just not really sure. I'm not, like I said, LaRoche, nah. I would be shocked if he is. Mashburn, I would be shocked if he is. Styles, I would be stunned if he is. Virgil would be a freaking twist that I could see happening. And I honestly feel like that would be an insane twist. But I just don't know, you know? And Bertram. So if we're going to, if I'm going to give you like my actual list of guys who I am the most suspicious about, it would be the CBI agent that I just put on the list here. Sheriff 102, Sheriff 103, Bertram, and Virgil. Those are my top 5. I am, if I needed to, and if I was being pressured by people to cut people off the list, I would cut the other 3 off the list. And I would honestly cut Bertram off simply because I don't think it's him. But I do think he's suspicious in some way. Like he has either has a connection with him, or he's just a weird, creepy, not creepy, but like very suspicious guy. Like he's got something else going on. That's if I needed to now narrow, like cut my list in half. Like if y'all were my bosses and y'all needed me to cut my 8 people list in half, like right now, those are the 4 I would feel either very confident or somewhat confident in removing from the list. That's my thought process. That's where I'm at right now. I do not have a name that I could be like, that guy is Red John. I can't. I don't. And I might not have him on the list. So I am being aware. Every episode that goes by, if I recognize somebody who has made another appearance, like just now, I put him on the list. I don't know his name, though. But that's what's going on. I'm pretty sure I can find the names for the other guys. They're probably in the video. But this guy just appeared again. And it just, like, that moment in this episode, he was walking by, they were, you know, he was kind of in the background walking, he looked suspicious, and I was like, I've seen that guy many times on the show. And it was kind of like a light bulb. I'm like, maybe. He kind of fits. And that's what's going on with some of these unnamed characters. They fit. They fit as potential suspects. And that's all I got for you. I hope you enjoyed this, because I absolutely did. I've been dying to kind of dive deeper into all of this and let y'all know kind of my thought process and where I'm coming from. And all of the profile of him and what I'm basing my list of suspects off of. So we will see. I have this written down in my notes. We will revisit it maybe at the end of this season. Maybe next season. I don't know. Maybe when the next opportunity arises. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe if you have not already. See y'all next time.